First of all, I have a little picture PowerPoint that accompanies this speech. So if you would allow me to share my screen, and I'll put up this little picture PowerPoint. Very little text or almost no text there. And I will do that now. And let's see if I can make that work. Okay, here we go. So, fellow Toastmasters, the topic of my speech, the title of my speech is Organizational Management, the 4 Manager Styles, with one that is absolutely terrifying. Have you ever thought about management or what makes a good or a strong manager? You know, we sometimes talk about personality types. There's a type A personality, type B, type C. And of course, these are reflected in managers as well. But today, I'd like to give you my own categorization of manager types. And I would like to involve you also a little bit in this. And in this scenario, you will be the boss. You have to have a little bit of imagination. You're the boss of a company or a firm. And you have these junior managers, these lower level managers, and you have to evaluate them. And I'm here to offer you some advice about how to do that. So let's go through the 4 different types of managers that you may encounter in your organization. The first type that I'd like to discuss are the intelligent and the industrious managers. Now, the intelligent and the industrious managers in your company or your firm, those are people who are very clever. They often have a high level of education and they have really great skills. And they're industrious, they're energetic. They have the motivation to realize those skills. But because they sometimes are so creative and so ambitious, they don't really want to stay in your organization very long. They want to kind of go higher in their career and maybe go to a larger organization. So what you want to do, fellow Toastmaster bosses, you want to retain them. You want to try to keep them for your organization. And how do you do that? Well, you could offer them a nice car. If that doesn't work, you could offer them the hand of your daughter or your son. But in the end, you're going to have difficulty retaining them. You can beg them to stay, but they're looking beyond your organization. They're looking toward their career. And it's as much as you beg, it's not going to work, and you're going to end up crying as they leave your company. Okay, so those are the intelligent and the industrious. Not much to do about that group. The second type of manager that you may encounter in your organization, the intelligent and the lazy. Now, these are people who are also highly educated. They're very clever, but they lack motivation. Very often during their free time, you will see them on the internet playing these strategy games. The problem is that not only do they do that on their free time, they do it on office time as well. Now, what you can do to help these people, these managers, well, you know, you want to keep them because they're very clever and they can be creative types, but you want to motivate them. So the best way to do that, give them some project and give them a deadline, you know, to help them develop good working habits. And then in the long run, you will retain them for your organization and things will work out rather nicely for these people. Yeah, you might at the end, always salary rise can be helpful to retain these people. Again, the intelligent and the lazy. The next category of manager that you may encounter in your organization are the stupid and the lazy. Now, the stupid and the lazy, these are managers that have no common sense and very often low intelligence. How did they get out of university? We don't know. And they also have very low level of motivation. Very often they will call from home and they will tell you, like this guy here, you know, I have to come in late this morning, but I'll make up for it by leaving early this afternoon. No problem. Sometimes they're even so lazy that they tend to sleep or take a nap at work. And so, you know, it's really a problem with these people. Now, one of the things to remember about the stupid and the lazy manager is that although they are taking away time and money from your organization, from your company, because they have such low motivation, they're not really an immediate threat. So what you want to do with these people, kind of like dead wood on a tree, you want to cut this wood, juba, juba, juba. You want to cut this wood off the tree of your company eventually, but they're no immediate threat. But now, bosses, I want to inform you about the most dangerous category of manager of all of these, the ones you really have to watch out for. And that is this next one, the stupid and the industrious. Now, the stupid and the industrious managers are people with limited intelligence, no common sense, but miles and miles and miles of energy. Very often, they will have great ideas that they believe for projects, new projects, and these projects are absolutely crazy. And what's even worse, they will not inform you about these projects. So as a boss, you could get in a lot of trouble with your boss by not controlling them. So basically, what you want to do with the stupid and the lazy, the stupid and the industrious, you want to quickly get them out of your organization. Absolutely, they're a danger. You want to fire them before they destroy your organization and prevent you from refining it. So again, the stupid and the industrious, very, very dangerous type of manager. Beware. So in conclusion, fellow Toastmasters, please remember these 4 types of managers that you may encounter in your organization as a boss. And I think that if you can identify them and deal with them, you can refine your organization and you can make it much stronger for the future. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters.